行くぞはっジェノサイカッタ
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we're going to talk about the new PvE content that was recently released in the last update, which is this Erebus Advent. And there's a whole lot to talk about in this game mode, but the biggest problem that I can see initially is the connecting issues. This is the biggest problem in this game mode, and this is a problem that's kind of plagued this game for a long time, as all of you are well aware. In Championship, a lot of people have trouble connecting, and I think it's going to be the same issue with this. So that's already my first criticism of the game mode. We need better connectivity. People need to be able to play this game mode. Now, if they can fix these issues, then I believe this game mode has a tremendous amount of potential. If not, then I think this game mode is going to absolutely fail, because a lot of people they're not going to want to play it. And they're also not going to play it because they look at how much AP this thing costs, and then they see what kind of rewards you get. Now, this is a beta version of the game. This is just testing for Netmarble. They just want to get our feedback, see how we feel about it. And like I said, connecting first, then the rewards. If you're going to make us pay 70 AP or 60 AP, you seriously should have some gold hammers in here. Gold hammers are something very rare in this game. And as a player that had over 1,000 gold hammers during Thanksgiving, because I bought a lot of Black Friday packages, and now I have 0, and I only level up Emberstones for characters that I use on a daily basis or in all the Immortal dungeons and the PvE content that actually is the most rewarding. I don't just waste my gold hammers. And I've already went through over 1,000 of them since Thanksgiving. That tells me we don't get enough hammers, and I play all the game modes to get hammers every single day. So that's something that they could put in here. I think if they put gold hammers, as long as connecting issues, guys, I gotta reiterate that a lot. As long as the connecting issues are good and they put gold hammers in here, we're all good. We're all good. Another criticism that I have of this is it's not really that difficult. It really should be harder, and again, give us better rewards so we actually want to play it. Something that the game has done pretty well for the most part, not in everything, incentivize us players to want to play the game modes because we feel like the game modes are rewarding. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. And this game mode is lacking badly when it comes to the rewards. You don't need a lot of CP to play this. So if we jump into Expert and say we want to create a game, this is pretty cool. You can actually set it to private, which is kind of cool. Your leaderships do apply, which is also awesome. I really like that. They're using my Rugal here. And currently right now, especially since this is beta and since the rewards aren't very good, nobody really wants to play for the most part. Every once in a while you'll get pretty lucky, like my broski here that wants to join in, Omuk. And then we get another one here, AJ. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining the fight. Sometimes players will want to get in here and fight, right? But a lot of times they don't. They don't want to come in here because the rewards just aren't that good, which is a bum deal. The other thing, if we get into the actual game mode, is it's kind of plain. It's kind of boring when you're actually fighting this thing, because really all you're essentially doing is spamming your skills. You're just really bringing in OP characters and spamming your skills, and that's about it. Spam your skills, do a lot of damage. Now, there is some things you can do when you're fighting the main boss, and we'll talk about that when we start fighting the boss. But at first, they're going to throw out 2 separate mobs. There's going to be 2 separate stages of mobs coming out that we're going to fight. And like I said, it's just spam, spam, spam. And honestly, guys, if your character's leveled up, it's not going to be that difficult to keep them alive, in all honesty. I have seen some people die in here. There was a guy playing with Orochi, like level 10, that died earlier when I was playing. But like these characters that got hyper armor, and I just don't see it. Decreased damage received, nah. Over here, now this connectivity here doesn't look too bad. And so far we haven't experienced any bugs, which I have experienced quite a bit. You'll also notice that there's a large PG rate decrease or penalty in this game mode. Now, I don't want to use my 3 PG. I actually want to save it for the boss. Come over here. Now we're going to wait for the next mob. Here we go, wave 4. Ooh. Let's run over here and get these guys. And this is what it is. It's just back and forth, side to side. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, right? And now we got the big kahuna. And I got my 3PG ready. We're going to bring in Rugal as a striker so we can do more damage to this guy. Right? So we're going to run up to the top here. And boom, let's go. I should have brought in Rugal as a striker. I didn't. Damn it. Okay, so we're going to use my awakened skill. Okay, and now there's moments in the fight where you can actually do some things, but the thing is, my character's so strong that we're plowing through it. There's actually moments where there'll be like little totems up, and you actually have to stand next to the totems and get the boss to strike his lightning down on those totems to destroy them, so you can do damage to him because he's actually immune during those moments in the fight. There's also moments in the fight where, you know, mobs will show up when you're fighting the boss, and you have to defeat all the mobs because the boss will have immunity. You got to defeat all the boss, and then the immunity will wear off from the boss, and you can do damage to him. That didn't happen there because we just pretty much destroyed that thing, and you saw the rewards that I got. They just weren't that good. So here's a few ideas that they can do to fix this game mode and make it better. Obviously, the connecting issues is number 1. Better rewards is number 2. Something that I think would be really awesome is also giving us some new stages and enemies. Now, if they can fix the connecting issues, wouldn't it be awesome if they took all the KOF bosses from the original franchise and made them our bosses that we had to fight? Wouldn't it be awesome if you could team up and fight Ignatz, or team up and fight Genitz, or team up and fight Orochi, and so on and so on and so on? That would be freaking amazing, but they gotta fix the connecting issues to really make that happen. Again, if they don't fix that, this game mode will fail, because they can't give a lot of good rewards in this game. It'd be like Championship, right? They took the rubies away from Championship because of hackers, and because a lot of people weren't getting those rubies because they couldn't even play. They couldn't even get in and play. Well, it's going to be the same problem with this game mode if they don't fix those issues. Something else they could do if they do fix those issues is incorporate some dot effects. I noticed that it doesn't seem like, I mean, dot effects apply, but wouldn't it be nice to have something like Guild Raid where you need certain immortal dungeons where dot effects are an advantage against the boss? Or use gold characters, right? Have character restrictions where you could bring in, you could only bring in gold characters. That would be freaking awesome. And that would make use of our gold characters. Honestly, those characters are sitting in our roster doing nothing. It's pretty much become a game of fest. That's it. And that's all good. We love our fest characters, but we want our gold characters to get shine too. There's, you know, if we have to level them up, we don't want to just do it for RHD. We want to do it for multiple game modes. And yeah, there's some exceptions to that. But for the most part, you're just going to use mainly fest characters or BS or SS. We want our gold characters to be more relevant. So it'd really be nice to have some character restrictions in here. And yeah, you can use your gold characters, but have restrictions where people are forced to use them. I think that would be a lot better. It'd actually make them way more relevant. Have some higher difficulties also. You know, I think, you know, since this is a beta, I'm sure maybe they'd want to implement Lunatic and Inferno, which would be nice. But again, you have to increase the rewards as we go. As you can see in hard, you know, they give us the up to the experience 2 bottles and just the yellow souls. Well, in the harder difficulty, then you can get the purple souls and you get level 3 experience bottles. So they gradually are increasing the rewards, which is what they should do. But it really, they honestly, guys, in hard mode, they should give a gold hammer. 1 gold hammer at least in here. And then in expert, I think they should give 2 or 3 every time you fight this. That's what I think they should do. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. Something else that would be really awesome, and this was a suggestion gave to me in my last live stream, is that have co-op event bosses. So a lot of times we have these little events that are going on in the game where we get to fight different stages and bosses. Wouldn't it be cool if we had different bosses? You know, I mentioned earlier maybe fighting our KOF original bosses in the original KOF franchise. Well, wouldn't it be cool if we had the event that would go on, and maybe you'd have to fight, a certain character like Mr. Karate, or you had to fight Zero or whatever. That would be dope, right? That would be pretty freaking cool. So that's something else I would really love to see. This game mode has a tremendous amount of potential because you can play with your other guild and with other players out there. And that's awesome. And we all love to interact with each other and play these games with each other. Like I said earlier, guys, if they don't fix the connecting issues, nobody's going to play this. If they don't give more rewards, nobody's going to play this. I can tell you that I don't play it at all because I don't think the rewards are worth it, especially the cost to reward ratio. I mean, you're using a lot of AP. The game pretty much not makes us, but you pretty much have to use almost all of your AP to do all of these events that they keep throwing out at us. And because we have so much to do in the game, so much farming to do in the game, they need to make it worthwhile to play this game mode. Even if they gave us a limited amount, say you can only do this 3 times, but they gave us 5 gold hammers each time we played it. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad, even if you couldn't play it, right? You have connecting issues, and the players that could, they're going to get 15 hammers a day. And yeah, that's an advantage, and that's nice. And I really would prefer the connecting issues to be fixed. But if that was the case, where you could at least get 5 gold hammers each time you fought this, that would be all right. The game mode has a lot of potential. I hope that they can really improve the things that I've talked about. And let me know in the comments if there's anything you feel they can improve, or if you have any ideas that could actually make the game mode more rewarding or better to play for everybody. And as always, let me know what characters you've gotten and what cards you've gotten. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.